Get ready for the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, it's time for the VooDoo Chef Podcast, where we will discuss all things voodoo from the VooDoo Studios located right here in beautiful Tampa, Florida. So to all my booties out there, if you're looking for nothing but a good time, this is the place to be. Call your friends, knock on the neighbor's door, and let them know it's time to party like a rock star for the next hour. Join me and my guests and learn to voodoo like we do as we discuss our faves and the voodoo that we use. I'll put our guests on the spot as we ask for their top 3, and make sure and listen as we discuss some of our favorite war stories from the kitchens we've worked in. Sit back, grab a tall glass of your favorite libation, and enjoy this episode of the VooDoo Chef Podcast.
What's going on, Booties? It's a great night, man. Man, it is nice and crisp out. Big Eddie C, what's going on?
Much, man. Just back to work and trying to get adjusted to being a normal human being again this week. I've had 2 weeks of being just a snail, just a garden slug.
Dude, is that even possible to get back to normal? I mean, I'm ready for another vacation already.
I know. It's like 4-day weekend next weekend. Hurry up.
You
but
know,
we got football to tide us over this weekend.
Buccaneers made the playoffs. It's about 60 degrees outside. We got a bottle of Woodford Double Oak.
Oh my God.
What?
Holy
Look at that.
Oh.
Oh my God, guys. Hey, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this one goes out to you. And let's hope that Rondé Barber and Johnny Lynch make the Hall of Fame.
About time.
You know what? It's such a great day. Look, my thing's a little crooked. My hair's getting gray, and I don't even care, man. I don't even care. But
out here. Look at this. Oh my God. COVID cut.
You know, Big Eddie C, we've been cooking every week on the podcast now, and I made something super cool today. I made a balsamic blistered chicken breast, topped with caramelized onions, house pimento cheese, lettuce, tomato, and something brand new. Are you ready for this? We're putting out a brand new seasoning, and I used it to make the VooDoo Chef house-made ranch. We call the sandwich the bitch, and the only place you're going to be able to get it is at the VooDoo Valentine. So log on to www.voodoochef.com, check it out, and check this out. Making the new sandwich, the bitch.
Ooh.
What's going on, Voodies? It's a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. It's man, it feels like it's about 60 degrees out here, and it's a great day to be out here firing up the BGE. We got our medium egg on today. We're going over straight coals tonight, and we got some white hot coals in there. We're using Fogo. So let's get started. We got people already checking in. That's awesome. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get this rocking and rolling, because I can't see that far, but you know, see if we can work some magic here. What's going on, guys? Keep checking in. We appreciate it. Let's see if we can do some stuff here. And we'll see what's going on. So now I'm sitting here looking at myself. Maybe I'll be able to see your comments. I don't know. We'll find out. Jim, what's going on? So apparently I can see. Guys, if you didn't hear, man, it's a great day. It's got to be about 60 degrees here, you know, out on the VooDoo back porch. And we got the BGE fired up. We're using the medium. We're going straight coal today, doing some Fogo. And all along the way, if you have any questions, type them in. If I can read them, I'll answer them. If not, you know, hit us on the podcast, VooDoo Chef Podcast. You can hear it drops every Friday. Guys, we got some killer episodes coming up. Not that we haven't had killer episodes in the past, but for all those, you can log on to our YouTube channel and check that out. Log on to YouTube, search VooDoo Chef. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the channel, follow it, ring the bell. Hell, I don't know, do what you do when you get on YouTube. But tonight we're going to be doing something very cool. We'll talk about that in a minute. We got to make a cocktail. I don't know if you noticed today, we got a new bottle out here. All month of January, we're going to be cooking and drinking Woodford Reserve. And guys, I've got the Mecca right here. We've got the double oaked. And this stuff is absolutely phenomenal. Tonight, we're going to be making a recipe right off their website. We're going to be making the porch swing. So it's a great drink to sit out, relax, and just sip and enjoy. So let's just cut right to it, guys. I got my drinking glass. We all know what I drink out of here, right? No surprise. But we want to get some ice in here. So let's ice this bad boy up. And we are going to very simply take about 6 ounces of peach tea. Now, I don't care what peach tea you use. You do you, I'll do me. And it doesn't matter. Pick the one you like. I'm doing one with no sugar. It's got that fake stuff in there, but we're all good. And the reason I do that, I want to be a little better. It's New Year's Day. Fuck that. We're going to add a little bit of honey here. That's about 3/4 of an ounce. And we're going to add a splash of lemon. Now, we did save just a little room for our Woodford. We're going to finish this off with some Woodford. And I think you can tell by how full this is where I'm going with this. We're going to take our fancy spoon and we're going to swirl this to get this cold. Make sure that agave is all mixed in really well. Agave. Honey. We all know I like agave. We used agave last week in the old fashioned, but the porch swing does use honey. You can interchange them. We talked about that, but we're staying true to the Woodford. And guys, normally, fancy dancy strainer, pour it in your glass over chilled ice, but we're sitting out here all alone. I got 2 straws in case my wife walks out and wants some, but what the hell, right? Oh my. Guys, the Woodford double oaked, a phenomenal bourbon. The lemon, the honey, it's a classic combination. But then you get that sweetness of that peach coming through. Just a perfect, refreshing drink. Someone asked me while I was making this. This should be a summertime drink, sitting on the porch swing. We live in such a beautiful part of the world, part of the country. We can drink this drink all day, every day. We don't need to wait till summer. We can enjoy this nice cocktail every day. Plus, this pairs amazingly well with what we're going to be cooking tonight. Before we start to cook, let me fill you in on all things VooDoo. We'll bring this a little closer. We got a lot going on. We're back in business. It's January and things are starting to roll. Our podcasts do drop every Friday. Make sure you log in. Make sure you hit the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you ring the bell, follow, I don't know. Do whatever it is we're supposed to do. But hit those buttons. It's the only way you're going to get the notifications about the podcast. This week's podcast, amazing. We've got Kalen, the mastermind who's running Jazzy's Barbecue now, coming in. We're going to talk all things Jazzy's Barbecue. We're going to get some secrets, how they're doing what they do. And if you have not been there, you got to run down there and try it. It was started by his dad and his mom, former Tampa Bay Buccaneer, former swashbuckler. And he's taking the reins and he's turning the corner. He's keeping the traditions, but taking it to the next level. It's really, really a great place, one of my favorites. Make sure you check it out. Next week, guys, we're like super, super honored to have Chef Richard Hales from Miami join us on the podcast next week. So if you don't know who he is, I say all the time, GMA, G-His-A. If you don't know what it means Google my ass. Check him out. The guy is a certain rock star. He's doing amazing things, and happy to say he and I go back a little ways. We'll hear more about that on the podcast. Make sure you check in next week. After that, we've got a Jack Daniels tasting coming up. We've got Kaiser University coming up. We've got Wicked Oak Barbecue coming on the scene. The podcasts are just starting to fall in line and drop, and it's going to be awesome. You can always send your questions for the podcast in. Send ideas for guests you want to have in. Whatever you want to do, email us. podcast@voodoochef.com. And then you watch it, of course, on YouTube. Brings us to what we're cooking tonight. Tonight we are making a blistered chicken sandwich, balsamic blistered chicken sandwich. We're going to serve it on a sesame roll tonight with a little LTO, lettuce, tomato, onion, house pimento cheese, and a little bit of VooDoo ranch. We do make our own ranch dressing. It's not in a bottle. You can't buy it, but you will be able to make it real soon. So let's get started, man. And we affectionately call this sandwich the bitch. We have an event coming up. It is VooDoo Valentine's, and you and your Valentine of choice can come down and enjoy. And it doesn't matter who your Valentine is. You can come as a couple. You can fly solo that night. It's A-okay. Yeah, throw those hearts and likes. I just saw a heart pop up there. Keep those things coming. The hearts, the little thumbs up, whatever you do. But we got the badass and the bitch on the menu. We'll make the badass in a week or two and let you see that, but we're going to make the bitch tonight. So it's a balsamic blistered chicken on the sesame roll. We're doing it with a little LTO. The onions are thick cut, hit to the caramel point in the pan, topped with our house pimento cheese and our ranch dressing. And as always, we're going to be posting these recipes. We don't care. Have them. Make them. Do what you want to do. You do you. And change it up. Normally we put our house quickles on here. I don't know, man. I wanted a thick wedge tonight. I opened the refrigerator. I don't know where we bought these things. I don't do the grocery shopping here at the house. But we have some wedge pickles in there, and I was like, man, let's get those bad boys on the sandwich tonight. So let's get started. Again, we're over coals here. We got our garlic butter. I always season my grill with my garlic butter. I know you're going to say a couple weeks ago you didn't. You're right. I use bacon fat. It is an acceptable substitute in the VooDoo world. We're just going to season up our grill right here. Again, some people use olive oil. You know, it's got a higher smoke point. The butter's doing its thing. I'm going to baste everything with the garlic butter. That's why I'm putting it on there. It's out here. It's easy to use. Always have our tongs. We've got our chicken marinating here, and we call it a balsamic blister. So I've got my breasts sitting in a little bit of Fat Boy with a balsamic reduction. Now I use the Roland brand balsamic reduction, and all that is reduced balsamic vinegar. And it's going to sweeten it up and thicken it up. And we mix that with the Fat Boy to marinate the chicken. You want about an ounce of the marinade per chicken. We're just going to drop it right on our grill. And I know you hear it doing its thing. I wish you could smell it doing its thing. Because I'm telling you, it is smelling amazing. Now, while that's doing its thing, we're going to go ahead and get a little toast on our bun. And again, I've got everything set out here for ease of use. We've got a little discard area. We've got our clean tray for when our chicken come off. Make sure we're working clean. Make sure we're working neat. We're going to take our sesame, get a little bit of the garlic butter right on there, and drop these bad boys on the grill. Right to the side of the chicken. Make sure it doesn't touch. The chicken's still raw. We want to make sure that we're not cross-contaminating. Have a clean space on your grill to get them toasted up. It's not that difficult. You know, why don't you guys hook me up? Let's see where everybody's checking us out from. Let me know where you're looking at. Where are you watching us from? Hit it in the little comment bar right there. I'd love to know. Little quick toast. Don't got to be too much. Again, no right, no wrong. Just do what we do. I just saved my bacon fat from last night's dinner. Absolutely, you should save that, Jennifer. We use that on a lot of things. Brush that on the... You could use that to baste your chicken, help keep it moist. You know, fat's flavor. It doesn't matter where that fat comes from. We all know I prefer the bacon fat. But again, it's that thing. Everybody's going to do what they want to do. That's just what I like to do. Michael Rigberg, as always, thanks for checking in. A fellow ACF member of mine. You heard me right, Michael. All right, we're getting our last bun going here and getting that toasted up. You want to keep an eye on everything. We did do a little advanced preparation today. We did caramelize the onions in advance. We did those in the house in a little bit of bacon fat. They're thick cut. We cut them at about a ½ an inch because I want them to stand out on that bun. I want you to see that when it hits the chicken. And rock and roll. Let's see. We go way back. You're exactly right. We're that old. We got Delia checking in from Town and Country. Thanks for checking out. Anybody else in here telling us where you're from? Kalen, thanks for coming in. I know Jennifer's checking in from out there in the Lutz area. Seth Edgman, amazing educator down there in South Tampa. Sam checking in. He's out there in Lithia. Jeremy Swerk, what's going on, brother man? What's that in the cup, bud? This is a little drink called a porch swing. We've got some peach tea. We got some Woodford double oaked. A little bit of honey and lemon juice. And I gotta tell you, man, that's off the charts. Normally, I don't like to mix my drinks. I like to drink straight. I don't know. That's kind of good, guys. All right, I'm just rotating my chicken here on my grill, giving it a little 45-degree turn. You know, we're not really worried about hash marks on these chicken because we're gonna like douse this down with pimento cheese. We want it super ooey, super gooey. And so we're getting a little bit of turn on there. While that's going, let's talk about ranch dressing. So we're live. I don't know if you hear the doggies. They're going today. Let's talk about this ranch dressing. Someone's checking in from Bradenton, Florida, it looks like. Said, what's going on? Brandon, Florida. Yeah, I told you I can't see. I actually talked to some folks today about getting these bad boys fixed. So let's talk about this ranch dressing. We've created a brand new seasoning. And one of the things we use that seasoning for is to create our ranch. On its own, it's amazing on chicken. It's super duper on whitefish. It even plays nice on some pork chops, a little sauteed shrimp. And I've got our booties out there creating all kinds of new dishes with it right now. Sam's been working on some items. Carl is out there. He picks them up today. That's right, Carl, zing. It's got a zing. And looking like that might be the way we're heading and calling this bad boy. Carl's going to be doing some wings with it this weekend, I think, for the game. Me, I just love the ranch dressing, and we're going to put it on our chicken sandwich today. We toasted our buns. I like leaf lettuce. I think it's easy to work with. I think it's good flavor, and I think it takes a great picture. Not to mention, adds that super duper crunch we're looking for. It's going to create the barrier on our breads if we're doing burgers to keep the bread from getting soggy. Pretty simple. Separated my stuff with a piece of paper. Always try to work neat, work clean, work smart, right? Doesn't always work. I said try. We got Roma tomatoes. I love the Roma. We're just going to put 3 Romas right there, right on each bun, top off that lettuce, and then our chicken's going to ride right on top of that. Oh man, I'm already getting excited here, guys. Don't know about you. I'm going to flip-flop position here so we get the front side, show side right up on front. All right, let's go ahead and flip these chicken, get these things going. Man, we were talking about those hash marks. I don't know if you guys, why stop now, right? Work neat, work clean, work smart. Don't want to drip over the floor. So, normally we're making a nice little presentation. We put the hash marks on there. Real simple to do. Get your grill super hot. Put your cook side on there. Simple 45-degree turn. That's it. Real easy. It's not rocket science. I know everybody knows this. Why am I telling you? Because someone out there might say, what the hell is he talking about? That's what I'm talking about. So, let's talk about Johnny B. Someone, looks like somebody just posted a question. Let me see if I can see that here. Congratulations on that. We have a little booty going to be joining us in about 18 days. I was honored to cater Kareem and Ashley's wedding, and it looks like they're going to have a little baby. And Dave Evans is checking in from the UK. Hot diggity damn, Dave. Thanks for checking in. What time is it over there? How far ahead of us are you? About 6 hours? Why the hell are you awake, man? I hope you're having a porch swing like me. This drink's freaking good. All right, so see what you guys do to me. Let's talk about real quick about the VooDoo Valentine. VooDoo Valentine's going to be awesome. Not only are we going to have the 4-course meal for you and your Valentine, or of course it's always okay to fly solo. I saw, Jen's a big time booty. She posted on there, the chef's a super guy. He'll make you feel at home. Hey, I'll come sit with you that night. I'll hang out because God knows I want to eat food. One thing I try to tell all of our students, cook what you like, cook what you love, and that way other people are going to love it too. Put your heart and soul into it. And we do that with all the VooDoo food. I don't really cook anything that I wouldn't eat. And we're excited. Jazzy, what's up, man? How you doing? We are going to put out some amazing food. First course, bacon fat fries. We're going to take some potatoes and slow bake them, make them nice and tender and soft. And then we're going to refrigerate those bad boys, firm them back up, cut them down into quarters, and deep fry them. Crisp up that outside, have a nice buttery inside. We toss them in bacon fat, and then you're going to get to taste the VooDoo Ranch for the very first time. If you're at that event, you'll get to be one of the first to taste VooDoo Ranch. And I got to tell you, it's amazing. We've gone through 2 quarts since we started the test recipes here. That's a lot of freaking ranch. Mike Cramsey, how you doing, buddy? Second course, VooDoo Shrimp. We've made these on Instagram. You can see them on Instagram. I think we may have made them on a live, not certain. We definitely can in the future if we haven't. These shrimp are absolutely phenomenal. They are served in a barbecue butter, a VooDoo Chef barbecue butter, and it's an amazing deal. You suck them, you peel them, you dip them, you eat them. Every order comes with a piece of warm Cuban bread so you can soak up that butter at the end. And I'm going to tell you, that right there is worth the price of admission itself. After that, you're going to get either the badass or the bitch. And we're making the bitch here tonight, so you're going to get a little good view of that to see if that's what you might want to eat. We'll do the badass in a couple weeks. We'll get that going. And then after the main entree, we're going to serve the 5 food groups. And if you know the VooDoo Chef, you know what the 5 food groups are: butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon. And you will find every one of the 5 food groups in our dessert called the 5 food groups. And it's going to be an amazing night. As if that was not enough, we are going to have the comedy of Johnny B. Johnny B is a rock star. He's a VooDoo from day one, and he's going to be there. He's going to be making me laugh. I think he is a funny dude, and he's going to be doing a full set for us that night before he hauls ass and gets over to the radio. Come out, check it out. 1 ticket price, whole thing. You're going to get a tour of the distillery. The event's at Dark Door Distillery. you know, going to be some tastings happening. Hopefully they have the old fashioned. I was talking about their old fashioned today. It is phenomenal. And they make the bourbon right there. They call it Spirit of the Oak. And they make it in-house right there where we're going to be having the event. Tickets will sell out. We're following COVID rules, social distancing. Please show up with your mask. Don't not show up with a mask. I'm going to have to give you some stupid paper mask. If that's what you like, great, I'll give you one. But you got to show up with that mask. We got to follow COVID procedures and make sure that we try to control this craziness going on. We got to, guys, got to. We got a couple booties who are kind of in a bad way right now. So I'd appreciate if you guys throw out a couple extra pairs for everybody. And just let's try to keep everybody safe. All right, guys, these chicken are just about ready to come off this bad boy. But, you know, we don't just simply pull them off the grill. We've got to take some of our house pimento and get right on top of these things. Mike Hernandez, thanks for coming back 2 weeks in a row, buddy. 2 weeks in a row. Can you make it 3? I don't know. We'll see. You could never come to class 3 days in a row. Maybe you'll do it here. Just kidding. Just kidding. Never came. All right. So, our house pimento. Let's get a good look at this. House pimento cheese. Guys, real simple. We've got cheddar cheese. We've got Monterey Jack cheese. Super duper heavy duty Duke's mayonnaise. It's the only way to go. Roasted red pepper and some VooDoo Chef red. Guys, we're not trying to create secrets here. We're not looking for you to go try to, where can I buy VooDoo pimento cheese? You can't. But what you can do is make it. And we're happy to share any of our recipes with us. If you can't find one out there, hit me up. Send an email. God knows it might take me 6 years to get it. But we'll do our best to get you whatever we can. And you could do that real simple. VooDoo Chef at VooDooChef.com. They come to me. And if you want a recipe or have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. We'll answer them here. We'll answer them on our podcasts. And if their recipes are there, we'll try to get them posted. So, our house pimento cheese, fan-damn-tastic. All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to get our chicken breast on here. Yeah. Onesie. Wow. You can smell the vinegar from the Fat Boy, the sweetness from the balsamic reduction. I'm telling you, this is like the goods, guys. If you're coming to the event solo, order me the bitch. Order me the bitch. I want the bitch. I'll be happy to be the bitch for the evening. All right, so now we're gonna take our pimento cheese, and I just got a nice little scoop here, disher, and we're gonna put a nice little scoop on here, and I'm just gonna give it a little mash and get that thing going. Now, in industry, you know, we want to do the nice controlled scoop mashed against the side. You know, I'm telling you, this pimento cheese is the goods. Put it on there like a damn ice cream scoop. Like you're making a float and you're ready to rock and roll. Now, one thing that I like to do when I'm making this, I like to cheat a little bit. I could have put this on the grill and let it go and melt up, but I like to play with fire. So I'm just gonna get it warmed up with my torch here, get a nice little heat on it, and get that stuff melting to a nice, yummy spot. And we're real close here, guys. So don't go away, because we're getting ready to bring this up to the camera for you to take a nice look at. And again, you can eat this. You can get a taste of this at the VooDoo Valentine event. Only place you can get tickets is VooDooChef.com. That's also where you find all our sauces, seasonings. You can also run out to any of the places, any of the retailers around town. Sam, Pinch a Penny, Definitely has all of the VooDoo products. He carries the full line. You can also find our products at Sprouts. You can find us at Ace Hardware. If the Ace by You doesn't have it yet, make sure you ask for it. Ask for it by name. Or you can just come out to the VooDoo Valentine event. We'll have product there too. All right, so I caramelized these onions, put a nice little flash on them inside the house. A little bacon fat. If you want to cut your bacon fat with olive oil, you do you. Remember that. That's the beauty of what we're doing here. Now, here we go. House ranch, guys. House ranch. This is like the goods. Get our pickles in there. And then we're just gonna top this bad boy off. And guys, that's the bitch right there. Take a look at this up close and personal. And if you want to get even more up close and personal, you can come out to VooDoo Valentine and have your very own. Guys, as always, I appreciate you coming to the Halfway Hangout. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Take a look at VooDoo Chef on Facebook, at VooDoo Chef 13. Hit the follow button. Check us out. That's where you find updates on all our events. Everything we do is to support the VooDoo Chef Foundation, where we're committed to over $100,000 in culinary scholarship through our business partners and community partners. Make sure you check out the VooDoo Chef Foundation Facebook page. Follow that. Hit us on Instagram, also VooDoo Chef 13. Hell, get me on Snapchat. Get me on the Talk. Y'all know I'm addicted to TikTok, really. Make sure you check it out. Hit us up. Follow us on YouTube. Hit the share. Hit the subscribe. Hit the like. Add us, slash us, whatever we do. Until next time, guys. Thanks for checking out the Hangout.
Oh, we're back. We're back, Eddie C. Hey, what did you think of that, man?
Oh my God, that looked good, man. I'll tell you what, I'm not even an onion guy. I'd take a bite of that. That just looked really freaking good, man.
And you know what, dude? We cut them extra thick on purpose so people like you could just pull them right on out. And the only place you're going to be able to get that, guys, is at VooDoo Valentine. We're taking over Dark Door Spirits once again. You'll still get the distillery tour. Who knows? Maybe they'll make some of those old fashions that they make that I really like.
Oh.
You get the 4-course meal, starting with bacon fat fries, followed by VooDoo shrimp. Suck them, peel them, dip them, eat them. That's how you do it. Then you get your choice of the badass or the bitch. We'll be making the badass on a hangout in a couple weeks here, so make sure you check it out. And then, of course, the dessert, the 5 food groups. We all know the VooDoo Chef's 5 food groups: butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon. You'll find every single one of those 5 food groups in our dessert. And how can you go wrong? It's a twofer. You get the 4-course, plus you get the comedy of Johnny B.
Oh, dude.
Exactly. I'm a little worried, man. I'm a little worried. Johnny can be a little over the top, but you know, what would be more voodoo than going over the top?
You can't muzzle the man. There's not one that would fit anyway.
No way. And you know, speaking of going over the top, Big Eddie C, tonight's guest, I don't know about you. I grew up in town and country, and I've been eating at this restaurant as long as I can remember. A little corner barbecue store right there on Benjamin and Waters. And, you know, for as long as I can remember, I've been popping in there, getting the mac and cheese and the collards that they only made on Friday. I'd make sure to wait until Friday to pop in. I'd get my King of Kings. That's the 5-meat combo. And it comes
for a week when I had that.
Oh man, Mama used to come in on Fridays and make the mac and cheese. And you know what? We are so lucky to be having Pitmaster Kalen Smith now operating Jazzy's Barbecue, entering the room right now. He's got his camera turned off, but that's okay. He's going to be joining us in 2 seconds.
1 second. Look at there he is. What's
All right,
going on, man?
I'm in there, man. I'm in there.
Man, we were just singing the praises of your store. I don't know how long I've been going there, but I don't even think you were running the shop when I was there. You still only had mac and cheese on Fridays, and I'd hit it up to get that King of Kings, and I'd tell everybody that I was going home to feed my family, dude, but I wasn't. I was man.
You was taking it all in yourself, huh?
Absolutely.
I did the same thing.
In the podcast, man.
You did the same thing?
Yeah, but there was 3 of us. The time that I went there, it's been a while. It was me, this guy, and Big Al, and I think all of us got the King of Kings. It was there was some demolition going on there.
You guys had 3 King of Kings yourselves?
We each ate one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, man, that's how you do it, man. That's
No
I
need
don't
to
know.
share.
I don't know if I could do it, but hey, maybe later, man. Maybe later in life, I'll sit down and test it out.
It's something you have to aspire to, my friend. I mean, you can't you got to mature into that, man.
You can't have any plans for the rest of the day. Forget it.
For those of you, I jokingly said it's a 5-meat combo, but it truly is. You get chicken, ribs, sausage, the pulled pork, and the pulled beef, and it's off the chart. And if you don't get the hot barbecue sauce, you're just a loser.
They're a loser?
They're a loser, man. They're a loser.
You're definitely not brave. I had that. That stuff was hot. You warned me, and it went, just peeled my scalp back.
So Kalen, man, let's get down to this. Your mom and your dad started Jazzy's Barbecue, and it's not just your mom and your dad started a restaurant. Your mom and your dad have a little bit of background. Dad played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mom was a cheerleader. Is that where they met?
That is where they met, man. It's like a
Wow.
It's like a dream story, you know what I mean? It's like something you don't hear about every day, It's crazy, man. It's like when I sit down and think about it, you know what I mean? It's really it wows me a little bit, because the coaches like Wayne Fonts, my dad's DB coach.
Right.
He disapproved of that relationship so much, man. They were out at practice one day, and I don't know if I should be telling you this, but
only on the VooDoo Chef podcast, man.
Right. But Wayne, he had a football. They were doing some football drills, and Wayne had a football, and he threw it like trying to hit my dad in the head, and it like zoomed past his head, and it was because of that, because he after that he was like, leave that bleep alone.
Oh my God.
Yeah, talking about my mom, you know what I mean? But
and that's when Dad sued the Buccaneers and got the money to open the restaurant, right?
Well, you know what? We'll I won't say that. We're not gonna play around with that.
No, I'm just joking, man. Everybody knows I'm just a smart ass. But you know what's funny is you said it's a dream story, and then you said the coach didn't approve. I just pictured Pop sitting on the bench, glancing over at Mom, and the bing bing and the eyeball going, not paying attention to the game.
Yeah. It was something like that, man. It was something like that. I think they met. I'm not sure. I think they met at a club. I forget what club it was. It was pretty popular back in the day. But I think they met at a club. But I'm not sure. I'd have to ask them again.
But that is pretty cool, and it is a dream story. And then in 1996, am I right? About right. They got together. They opened up the restaurant, right?
Yep. October 11th.
Wow.
October 11, 1996, man.
I was 8 years old, man.
Wow.
8 years old.
Now, don't get out your abacus. Don't do the math.
Yeah, dude, we all know I can't do numbers. It doesn't even matter. And then when the numbers become dates, it's even more fucked up. I did write 1996 on a check not too long ago, and they looked at me like I was on crack, and I'm like, shut up, I'll write you a new one. I told that story, and somebody goes, you still write checks? And I'm like, shut up, man.
Yeah, really.
So 1996, we opened Jazzy's. Is this the original location? Where it
Where we
stands
at?
now?
Where we are now? No, this is actually the second location. We opened. Well, the first location is closed down.
Mm-hmm.
We opened. It was off of Hillsboro. I'm not sure if you know where the Poppy's place used to be, right in that corner. It was a pet supermarket, and then Poppy's place was right there in the corner. Poppy's place was like a little bar / lounge. I used to like when I was a little kid, I used to go in there and try to be grown, you know what I mean, and play the little games. I couldn't drink and I couldn't drink a beer and like because I was 8 years old. but it was a pretty cool spot. But that was pretty small for us. That was a pretty small building for us, so we branched out. The story of how we kind of got out of that and came to this spot is kind of long, but one day my dad had the cook that we had hired. He was sitting down drinking a beer in the opening hours, and we had customers, and my dad had walked in, and he was like, what's going on? What you do? Why are you sitting down? We got customers, And that was just a whole story, and we just kind of like from that point we started to look for different locations and stuff like that. We came upon this spot right here, which is a great location now, but back in the day it was this, like, Waters wasn't really busy like it is now.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
because just a few years ago, the Wawa just popped up across the street. So
yeah, when you first opened, you were past the suburbs. I mean, you were past everything, and now you're in the heart of everything, and that road is just huge. And if you don't know where the current location is, they're on the corner of Waters and Benjamin, and you got to get out there and check them out. Kalen, before I forget, tell everybody your social media, your webpage. I always forget that stuff. I don't want them to miss out. Where can we follow Jazzy's Barbecue on social media, and how do we find you on the web?
All right, so our Facebook is Jazzy's BBQ Tampa. That's our Facebook, Jazzy's BBQ Tampa. Jazzy's with an apostrophe S. Okay. Our IG is Jazzy's BBQ.
And then the website, I have it pulled up, is just straight Jazzy's BBQ Tampa FL. And we'll put these on the screen too for everybody out there listening, so you can catch that. But you can jump on there, you can find the map, you can find the About Us, you can find the story of Mom and Dad. You can see the menu, you can see some photos.
Yeah, I don't care as long as it has extra cheese, like all the cheese. Oh, hey Voodies, it's me, Johnny B. I want to remind you guys, every Friday, 10 p.m., make sure you're tuning into my show, The Johnny B Show, because we have the VooDoo chef himself on with me, and we talk culinary. Yeah, we talk about recipes that he's created that week. We post videos up on the Facebook page, and we take phone calls. We just talk food. It's Foodie Fridays on my show. So it's a couple of fat guys talking food. What is better than that? I don't know. Tune in. The Johnny B Show, Friday nights, 10 p.m. We talk everything VooDoo Foundation and everything VooDoo food. Just do it. You know you want to. Seriously, cheese, please.
But I popped in the other day, and I told you I was going to tell this story. I had a meeting at Jazzy's because why meet anywhere else, right? You can get dinner and hang out. And I think we were there for 2 fucking hours. Ate everything. But, I was waiting and I just sat down. I sat down on the chair you had out back. And all of a sudden you guys come out and you were getting ready to restoke the fire. And your pit master, he comes out there and he's picking up logs. Now, when we talk stick burners, and you're a stick burner, no charcoal, no lump, no nothing. You're burning oak, I think you said, right? Straight oak. And so if you see behind Jazzy's, you don't see nice cut reeds of oak stacked up inside, the little frame. You see fucking trees that are cut down back there. And so here comes your pit master, and it's like I'm watching the world's strongest man. He's picking up the stones, right? But it's like this big ass piece of oak, and he opens up the back of the firebox, and he's trying to cram it in there, and he's trying to get it in there to make sure the thing stays stoked. And I'm not the master. This guy is. But what amazed me, there was another log in the way, and that log was white fucking hot. Your boy reaches in there and grabs it, and he's starting to move it around and push it.
Oh my God.
And I look, and I'm like, oh, he's got gloves on. Good. And so he's moving around, and then he comes out. Your boy had on garden gloves. He doesn't have on the 1700-degree barbecue mitts. I mean, this was a badass. He stuck his hand in that fire, and he's grabbing these hot logs and moving them around, getting everything right where he wanted it to create the perfect heat. And then he threw this log in there, and he slammed the door. And then he grabbed his little shovel and moved shit around. I was like, fuck, man, this is cool. I want to watch this all day. I'm jealous. I got to come hang out a full day and get the full routine. You got to tell us what makes it so special. This is a new pit, if I'm not mistaken. You just added this on not too long ago.
Yeah, we just added it on. Our old pit actually fell down. Well, yeah, it got old. I mean, fire breaks down, anything. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, when you're serving as much barbecue as you, I mean, it's not going to last forever. So you built a brand new pit. Tell me the process. I mean, I described throwing the oak in there. That's the easy part. You throw the oak in, you turn it on, but you got to master that on the front end. Tell us the secrets. Yeah. Tell us all the dirt right now. Make us masters.
All right, well, okay.
Give away everything, man.
Well. By the way, the guy you're talking about, his name is Mikey. You know what I'm saying? He's the real deal. You know,
gotta throw Mikey some love, man.
Yeah, that's my number one guy, man. And I do have a great team right now, so I gotta throw that in there, man. I mean, it wouldn't be anything without them or my parents. You know what I mean? But so the process is definitely a rugged process. You know, we got to get down and dirty. If you don't want to get down and dirty, it's you don't want to get in this business. You know what I'm saying? Not the real deal barbecue business. You know, the real deal barbecue business, you got to sweat. You might have to bleed a lityou probably gonna have to bleed a little bit, because if you smash a piece of that wood on the side of the grill, you're gonna be hurting a little bit. So, but the process of starting the wood, man, or starting the fire, you have to tear up your paper. You have to make the wood that's been burnt from the day before. That's your key. You gotta make your circle. You toss your paper in there. You need your twigs, and then you gotta get some more bigger pieces of oak. And you place that on there. Place a little bit more paper, and then you take some of the wood that was burnt from the night before. And you toss that on top, so that can it can work its way up. And then you want to put your green pieces that's gonna make you burn. It's gonna make you last for a while. You know what I'm saying? So now you can cook.
It sounds to me like you just made your auditioning tape for Survivor, my friend.
That's what it is, man. I'll go. I'll take it.
All right.
What's up, everybody? This is WWE Superstar Titus O'Neil. I'm here with my man, Chef Erik Young, longtime friend. So much of a friend that he met me at my bank, one of my banks, Bank of America, to come and drop me off some good products that I'm about to get loose on this grill tomorrow when I have all these people over to my house. But you all can do the same thing. Go to VooDooChef.com and get your products. We've got everything on there from marinades to barbecue sauce to rubs to all kinds of stuff. Shrimp, chicken, pork, beef, vegetarian, it don't matter. Just get on there and make it splatter. VooDoo.com, VooDooChef.com.
So what now? What? Tell me. I eat the King of Kings. That's my favorite. That is absolutely my favorite. I come home. My daughter and I share the ribs. My wife eats the pulled beef. Your pulled pork, dude, phenomenal. And I love your coleslaw. I live and die by coleslaw. Your coleslaw is on the mark. It's not overproduced. I don't want to say it's simple, but it's coleslaw. You're not trying to recreate something. It is amazing. No. And then I come there for the sausage. I mean, your smoked sausage with your hot barbecue, that is my number one. And I'm going to tell you, I've had it all over town. I've had smoked sausage every place there is. I don't know what you do. I don't know if it's the wood you're burning, if it's your pit, if it's your pit master, if it's the sausage you're buying. And I've asked around to figure out what sausage you're buying. And nobody's telling, fuckers. But it is the best there is, man. It is the best there is.
Cool, man. I'm glad you like it, man. Because, the sausage is one of our top sellers, man. It's definitely one of our top sellers. I believe our pork is our top seller. The ribs are my favorite. The pork ribs. We don't have beef ribs. We have the pork ribs.
What's funny is I always say I don't eat ribs. I'm not a fan of ribs. I kind of don't really like things that are on the bone. And I'll come home and I open the King of Kings and the ribs are always last. And my daughter will say, "Papa, you gonna eat the ribs?" I'm like, "No, I don't like ribs." And then the next thing you know, the ribs are on my plate and I'm eating the ribs and they're so damn good, man. I don't think there's anything bad at your place. Do you sell olives?
Olives? No, we don't sell
Yeah, there's
olives.
nothing bad at your place.
So hey, I'm Casey Grillo. I play drums with Queensryche, and I love VooDoo Chef. It's amazing stuff. My wife and I cook with it all the time. Thank you, VooDoo Chef.
Yo, I'm Kalen from Montego Bay, Jamaica. What we're telling you, we're living at Shanty, but guess what, man? Listen to the VooDoo Chef podcast. Check it out.
Obviously, we talked about Mom and Dad started the shop. And, when I first started going there, all the love, I never saw you there. It wasn't until, it was always Dad in there that I'd see. I'd occasionally see Mom in there, and I always liked when I saw him Friday. God dang the mac and cheese, dude. The mac and cheese. But, you kind of taken over the business and you're kind of like, I don't want to say you're making it better, but you're evolving with the business is evolving with you. It was always growing and getting more clientele like a good restaurant would. But I don't know, man, there's a different feel. There's a different vibe in there. And I'm not taking anything away from your folks, But dude, you're kicking ass taking names, man. Talk about that a little bit.
I mean, I'm really, jumping off of what my dad did, man. I'm my dad and my mom. You know what I mean? They they started it, and he told me at a young age, man. He told me at a young age that this is what puts food on the table. You know what I mean? This is what's feeding the family. So that really stuck in my head. That really stuck in my head, and I really took that and kind of ran with it. Me as a person, man, I like to anything that I'm doing, I like to make it the best, or try to make it the best that that I can make it. But I mean, it's I don't want to just sit in something and just have it just go just like normally. I want to make it the best way possible. I want to look at this right here and see if I can make that the best way, the best way I can do it. But I'm not gonna change anything. You know what I mean? I don't want to change. I just want to make it better. I don't. But if it can't go better, if it can't get better, then I'm gonna leave it alone, because it's not broken.
Well,
So
it's funny. The food hasn't changed. The food is the same, and you have made it better, because now I don't have to come in on Friday to get mac and cheese. I can get it every day of the week. Same thing with the collards.
Right. Now that decision was definitely, I have to bring that up, because that wasn't me. That was actually my sister. And that's the business is named after my sister. My sister's name is Jasmine. So that's where my dad got Jazzy's from. So just in case they didn't know, my sister it's my sister's name.
Are you a little jelly?
No, not at all. Cause not at all. Not at all, man. Not at all.
No sibling rivalry there.
No, man. I love my sister, man. I love my sister to death, man. She's beautiful. She's out in Orlando right now, doing well, man, with my niece and my nephew Jackson and Skylar, and my brother-in-law Stuart. They're doing well, man. But yeah, I definitely got to give some credit to my sister, man. So for that,
awesome, man.
For the mac and cheese, you know what I mean?
Gotta try these collard.
Oh, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good. I don't really like greens because it's a vegetable.
Yeah, well, I know. I'm wrong with this guy.
I told you the 5 food groups last time I was there: butter, bacon, caffeine, carbs, and bourbon. No vegetables, no fruit. I don't eat them.
I'll have to put you guys on something that you'll love, man.
I'm waiting, man. What is it?
You waiting? Okay. So I didn't know if I had time, man.
Oh, you've got all time in the world.
The cornbread. Take a piece of cornbread. I just put somebody on this actually today. That's crazy. Okay. Take a piece of cornbread, of our cornbread. Grab some collard greens. Throw them right on top. I'm telling you, man. It's and the juice of the collard greens soaks in the cornbread.
It's so good.
Man, I'm telling you, man. It's gonna change your life.
Tomorrow might be the day.
You change your life.
It'll change my life.
All I can tell you, I've lived in Florida all my life, and my dad learned how to make collard greens from his grandmother, but he learned this in like 1950s Tennessee. And what I've learned from talking to everybody down here, and it crosses all the lines as far as ethnicity, 100 houses do it 100 different ways.
Yeah.
My dad was real simple. The only thing he threw in there with it was bacon, which is one of your 5 food groups. But the problem we've encountered now in 2021, bacon is so fucking expensive. I know he did it because he was cheap, but now it's $9 at the store. If my old man were alive, I really think that would have been what whacked him, was seeing the price of bacon. But that's all he would do, and then finish it with a little bit of that hot pepper vinegar at the table.
But Big Eddie C.
I gotta try these things because I'm only out.
Big Eddie C, we got the VooDoos in our corner. We got Andrew Tambuzo, who makes bacon on the reg down at Boozy Pig. And we got Vinnie Mac, who will make us Dirty Jack bacon anytime we want.
Hey, I make killer bacon. I make that candy bacon with my own ghost pepper maple syrup, hit it with that torch, just,
But no. I'm talking about they're going to take the belly. They're going to salt cure it for us. They're going to flim it. Vinnie Mac's going to inject it with Jack Daniels, rub it with dirt and smoke it. And all we got to do is go pick it up. I told you last time he gave me 3 pounds so I could take it and let everybody taste it. Kalen, I ate it all.
Yeah, where'd you ate probably 2 3/4 pounds of it, didn't you?
I ate it all. I didn't share that shit. What the fuck, I think I'm crazy? I'm fucking crazy.
Share it. What the hell's that?
That's some lady that taught English at Chamberlain High School. Here's to you, Sharon.
Yeah. Nice.
All right.
Bacon is
So
ready.
we gotta talk. We gotta talk, dude. On the real. Here's what I love about your place. When Pops was in there on the reg, I would come in and I'm Johnny Nobody, but your dad would always give that wink and that hello, and make you feel welcome and make you feel like he knew you. Ed, lean back for a minute. So I don't know if you can see Eddie's shirt there. You can see the top of it. And if you can see my bar, you'd see my Buccaneer mugs and all that stuff. And so as I went there to eat barbecue because I'm fat and I like food. And then I'm looking at the articles on the wall and I'm like, dude, he used to play for the Bucs, man. Your dad's a celebrity, bro. And so, for him to be like, what's up, man? And I'm like, yeah, I saw Johnny Ray the other day, I ate at his restaurant. It makes you feel good. And it makes you feel good before you even know who he is. But then when you know who he is and see that he's just this humble cat taking care of you with some amazing food, that's what it's all about. And so you felt good walking into the place. And then you couple that with the food just as Rockstar food. And, that's what I see you doing. You and I were hanging out talking, and, you don't take a single moment to not recognize whoever's walking through your door. And every single person that walks through your door, you're paying them props and saying hello. And, dude, that's magic that you can't buy. And you need to be commended for that, and your dad does as well, man.
I think,
Are you both frozen up? There we go. Did you miss all the nice things I was saying about you? Good, you're good, because I ain't saying them again. I won't go.
It's all good.
You need to quit using that Commodore 64, man.
Man, that's what it is.
What the hell you got going on there?
All right, you can hear all the nice things I said on the playback.
Upgrade that thing.
All right, so.
All right, we can do that.
We got about 5 minutes, and I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about something like super duper cool. Something super duper cool. And I got a real question here. Your dad, you said your dad taught you real young that this is what puts the food on the table. This is what pays the bills. The barbecue is the business, and the business is our family, and this is how it works. And that's real cool. But Dad was an athlete, and that's what made it all possible. 2 seasons with the Buccaneers, 1 with San Diego. Is that about right?
I think it was 4 seasons. 4 seasons with the Bucs, and he broke his leg. And then he tried a 5th season with San Diego, but it didn't work because they hit him again, and then in the same leg. And
them fuckers. This isn't WWE. So Johnny Ray did his NFL career, and I just got one question. A lot of people may say, Johnny Ray, I really don't know him. He was a special teamer. He was a DB, but I think what's the best is I want to know, is he getting royalties every time they show that footage of his shoe coming off and his sock flopping?
He should.
Oh, them bastards, man.
They're slick, man. They're slick. Man.
We should have worked that contract negotiation better on the front end.
No, man. We should have, man. We should have. We'll
I'm
have to give them a call, man.
You know what? I hold your mom and your dad in the highest of esteem based on their restaurant industry. Even more so because I am a huge Buccaneer fan, and I love that. But he is definitely going to go down in Tampa history as having one of the best barbecue shops in town. And you are living that dream and furthering that legacy. Here is to you and your entire family, brother. Thank you for coming on and sharing some of the story. And we have to do more because we've only scratched the surface. I need to know the secret of the smoked sausage. I want to know at what temp, how do you force your pork butts through the stall? I want to know what you're doing to make those ribs so amazing that I'll even jump into them because I'm really not the rib guy. And then you have to make sure that you're hanging out with the VooDoo chef and all of our voodies doing what we do and voodooing like we do because you're a rock star, my friend. Thank you so much. All right, Kalen, I hope you're ready.
Hey, man, I'm ready.
He's like, dude, get this shit over with. It's time for some pointless pop culture trivia. And here they come. We should have Mr. Big Green Eggs and Sam coming in. And look at Derek Wally on the mic. Look at that. What's going on, gentlemen? Derek, you're going to have to turn on your microphone.
Uh-oh.
Man, this is the night of the technical difficulties here.
Yeah, but I can edit all this shit out. Sam, how you doing, buddy?
What's going on, Chef?
What are you drinking tonight?
There we go.
What?
Drinking away.
Sam, are you there? Did you go away? It truly is the night of technical fucking difficulties. Derek, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Derek, you can hear us? Derek.
There's a question.
There is some thundering noise.
Derek, I'm going to tell you, if I didn't know you, I would swear you were part of Bray Wyatt clan. Derek, are you with us? I think we're going to be able to kick Derek's ass in trivia. His connection's loose.
All right, with me. See what I can do here.
All right, guys. Hey, everybody, this is Kalen from Jazzy's BBQ. Kalen,
what's going on, Kalen?
This is everybody.
What's up, guys? What's up, fellas?
This is everybody. Guys, if you're ready, it's time for a little pointless pop culture trivia. And as always, tonight we will be playing. If you are the winner, you will have the right to have your name entered into a drawing where you may or may not be selected the winner of a prize to be named at a later date. So if you're ready, we'll get started. As always, the rules of pointless pop culture trivia are simple. No cheating and have a drink. Here's to everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Questions are easy. We have 13 questions, a baker's dozen. If you think you know the answer to a question, simply shout out your name. Your name. Big Eddie C will call on whomever he hears first, and they will have the right to answer. If you answer correctly, you will receive 1 point. If you answer incorrectly, there is no penalty. So do not be afraid to answer. The winner at the end will have bragging rights. If you're ready, here we go. Question number 1. What season was the first season for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Sam, season 1.
That was actually pretty good there, Sam.
Oh, you know what? That was
incorrect.
76.
Eddie's here. Are we accepting that?
I'll give it to him. Why not?
Oh, Big Eddie C must be in a good mood. Him and Sam are getting along tonight.
Yeah, I'm not even drunk.
Question number 2.
You should
And-
know that, Kalen.
I know I
Kalen,
should.
you should be a little embarrassed right there, homie.
I know. I am.
Question number 2.
For a living. Busy.
Hand, band, and circular are all types of what workshop tool?
Sam.
Damn.
Sauce.
Sam is in with stalls, and he is correct. And Derek Woolley is locked up. That's what happens after a long day of stick burning right there.
Damn.
Oh, he's locked up big time.
All I hear is
See, that's the difference between, Derek's actually running the pit. Kalen's just yelling at the person running the pit. That's why he's all refreshed and everything.
That's true. True story.
Mikey, right?
Let the alcohol loosen up a little bit.
Oh, I got lots of jokes. I'm just going to let him go. Here we go. Question number 3. This college standout was not only the Buccaneers' first ever draft, he was also their first player inducted into the Hall of Fame. Where did Leroy Selman go to college?
Oh man.
I hope your daddy kicks your ass.
Man, he probably don't even know, man. Dang. I should know that though.
Yeah. Sam, any guess?
I don't know. I know there's a street at USF named after him, but they didn't have a football team back then.
Was it in Alabama? I think it might have been
Close
Alabama.
enough. Close enough, right, Ed?
Close enough, yeah.
Close enough, Alabama. It's close enough to Oklahoma. We'll give you the point.
Oklahoma?
Oklahoma is where he went to school.
I knew it was red. I knew it was red.
Close enough.
Same red, too.
Man, if they didn't know the first 3, we're in trouble, man. Question number 4. I think Derek just turned on his fax machine. Hold on, he's faxing in his answer.
Got an upgrade from that 56K, man.
Well, between him and IFA, who knows, bro?
Oh, my God.
I will tell you, IFA will be joining us in 2 weeks for the podcast.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
You
IFA
gotta tell him now.
IFA got the COVID.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's all good. They're better.
Yeah, we'll get there.
They're better. All right, question number 4. I think only Ed's going to know the answer. Homicide detective Alex Cross is the protagonist in a best-selling book series by what author?
We're barbecuers, dude, not readers.
Yeah, man. You lost me. You lost me at protagonist, man.
That's awesome.
Big Eddie C, do you know the answer?
I do.
Big Eddie C is certified in every subject area, and that's why
He wrote the question. That's why he knows.
No, this one I didn't. I would have known it.
The answer is James Patterson.
Yep.
Moving on to question number 5. I think the scores are so amazing. I think even I know the scores. It's 2-1 right now. Sam to Kalen, and we're on
because you got the
number
last
5.
letter A. You gave him a point. You're out to get me, Eddie.
Absolutely. He is the king of kings. Just so you know, if you know the answer, you shout out your name. We haven't heard many names over the past couple questions. I just want to make sure we understand that's how we play. Question number 5. A member of the College Football Hall of Fame, McKay won 4 national titles at USC and coached Heisman winners Mike Garrett and O.J. Simpson, plus Heisman contenders Anthony Davis and Ricky Bell.
But upon joining the team, he claims it was his love of what that drew him to Tampa Bay. All right, let me simplify. Let me break this down, guys.
The beach.
John McKay was a badass motherfucking college coach.
Yeah.
And the Buccaneers offered him the opportunity to be the coach of Tampa. He's a smartass. John McKay was a smartass.
Derek.
So when Derek said Derek, does Derek know the answer?
We're waiting for the facts.
So yeah, we'll read the chat.
It's not working.
John McKay said that his reason for coming to Tampa Bay was.
I was gonna say beach, but I mean, Tim said it before I did. Yeah, coming.
He said B?
The beach. I said the beach, and he heard me say.
The beach. The answer is not the beach. I thought he was saying B, like A, B, C, D. He's back! He's back!
Yeah.
He's like the 80s. He's back. What's up, buddy?
He's still muted.
Oh man.
We'll work on it. We're getting there. We're almost close. What's up, buddy? You're back.
Don't make it.
You're there, man. We see you.
Upgraded from 56K to
Good.
You're good, man. All right, so the answer is not the beach.
It's Spectrum. It's Spectrum, right? It's Spectrum. I mean,
all right, so the answer, when they asked him why he was coming to Tampa Bay, he said because he loves cigars.
He loves the what?
Cigars.
The girls?
Cigars. Tampa is known for
Cigars.
Cigars. Ybor City cigars.
Yeah.
All right, for some reason, I think our little millennial bunch might know the answer to this one. What Golden Protocol droid appeared in the Star Wars series numbers 1 through 9?
Sam. C-3PO.
C-3PO is correct.
I don't do Star Wars.
Me either, man. I never would have got that. I just write the questions. I never would have got that.
did when I was a kid, and then they kind of ruined it later.
Yeah, but Jon Favreau saved it with The Mandalorian. You didn't? I read that on Facebook somewhere.
Nah, I ain't got Disney Plus yet. I'm not 10.
I got a login for you, Eddie C.
Send it to me too, Sam. Wait. We'll back that part out. Nobody heard that.
7 million people watched Tiger King on Netflix on 3 subscriptions.
Oh my God, that's funny.
What's the Tiger King? I've never seen that.
What? Okay.
All right, question number 7. Question number 7. In their first trip to the NFC Championship game in the 79-80 season, the Buccaneers lost 9-0 to what team?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
So 980.
Guys, it was our first trip to the NFC Championship team. It was here in Tampa. We lost to the LA Rams.
Dang.
That's what I'm saying. Dang, your daddy played for the Bucs. Was he on that team? What the fuck?
I know, man.
Eddie C, what's the score?
I'm beating myself up, man.
What year did he play?
He played from 81 to 84.
I knew it was 80s. I didn't know if it was early or late.
Yeah.
All right, so Eddie C, give us the score, and we're gonna give Derek some sympathy points there of 1.5. Old school remote control.
Right.
Sam has 3, Kalen has 1, Erik has 1.5.
Look at that. Look at that. Here we go.
He can't say his name, and he's beating you, Kalen. And all the questions are about.
I know, man. Get off my back, man. Get off my back.
It's a good thing you make fucking kick-ass barbecue.
Yeah. He's busy. He didn't have time.
Question number 9. And nobody's going to fucking know this either. How was the Buccaneer team name chosen?
Pirates, Kalen.
How was it chosen?
How was it chosen?
Yeah, no idea.
Damn. They
Well,
voted
Caleb
on
called in. Caleb, what's your guess?
Okay, so my guess is the Pirates landed in Tampa, and the first Pirates probably landed in Tampa, and that was probably a big deal, right?
Eddie C, judgment?
No.
That's the gist of it. So I'm going to say, yeah, they had a contest to name the team, and we've been doing Gasparilla here since before the Bucks, so that's what it was. So yeah,
It's 1904, Gasparilla.
yeah,
Just a little bit before the Bucks.
Cool.
And just so you know, Kalen, the Bucks started in 76.
So cool.
76. Oh,
76.
okay.
I knew that.
that was easy to remember because it was the bicentennial. That's
I got to tell you right there. That's where it's at, right there.
look at that double oaked.
Kill me.
All right, here we go. So, what the hell is that?
I never seen that before.
That's
A Scotch,
big
sir.
ass bottle. What is that? Was that 12 year?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I heard him clear.
Well, we were talking about alcohol. All right. Look, Kalen. Yeah. Wait. That's why you look like you look, and I look like I look, bro. Right there. I can't tell you the last time I had a glass of water.
You look good, man. You look good.
I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Eddie C.
You eat good anyway.
Ain't nobody gonna get it. Question number 10. What president signed the Voting Acts Right into law?
There.
The Voting Acts Right.
So cool.
I'm just gonna take a shot. We'll say Eisenhower.
Eisenhower is incorrect.
You said. Can you repeat the question?
What president signed the Voting Acts Right
Voting rights.
Voting Rights Act?
Was it
Oh,
recent or
oh.
was it an older president?
Sure.
We'll give him a hint. It was in the 60s.
The 60s?
Who was the president in 1960?
Sam. Kennedy.
You are incorrect.
Reagan,
you are incorrect. Reagan was like 80 something.
Sam was close.
Sam was close. The correct
He
answer.
said 60. Or
60 was.
Correct answer was Lyndon B. Johnson. LBJ. And so
He
you
was in
know.
the car. He was in the car when Kennedy got shot.
yeah.
So
It must
you
have
know.
been right after Kennedy was shot that he signed it then.
Right then, he did.
That's why, because the year you said, I was like, oh, that was Kennedy's year.
Sam, what year did you teach? What subject did you teach in high school?
History.
You suck.
For that.
Civil War era. Ask me about Lincoln.
All right, I'm really afraid. We're like hurting today. Should I go back and break out some of my LA Housewives, Real Housewives of LA questions and
No.
90 Day Fiance questions and stuff? Would we score better?
Housewives. I don't know about housewives,
But 90 Day Fiance, you're all about it?
maybe.
I
So how
might
do
know
you
a
feel
little bit
about
more about
Syed
that.
finally getting his K1 visa?
We have to do more 90s music and stuff.
All right, question number 11. Now pay attention to the beginning part because this is going to help out a little bit. Packers or Eagles? Who did the Buccaneers meet in their first ever playoff game? It's fucking 50-50, guys.
Yeah, Sam.
Kalen.
Sam. Who did you say, Sam?
Eagle.
The Eagles are correct.
Yep.
All right, give us a score there, big boy.
Sam's got 4. Kalen's got 2. Derek has 1.5.
Just so you know, just like my boy Lloyd Christmas, there is a chance. Question number 12. The original Tampa Stadium has since been replaced by Raymond James Stadium. Can you name the original stadium?
Sam.
Yes.
Houlihan Stadium or the old Sombrero?
Nope.
Can you name the original stadium's nickname?
The Sombrero.
Was it the Sombrero?
Sam, you are incorrect.
It was the Sombrero.
Dang, hold up, man.
Start Googling it, Sam.
I'm on my phone. I can't.
Alex Trebek would have tossed your ass out into the audience.
And Eddie C is back.
Nobody has an excuse. You can't be so partial on this.
Derek, do you have an answer?
Man, I'm from Kansas City, man. I don't know nothing about Tampa Bay history, football-wise.
We heard him speak.
But Kansas City might explain why you can fucking barbecue, dude. And for those
Yes, it does.
know, Derek is the pitmaster at Wicked Oak Barbecue.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the correct answer was the Big Sombrero. The Big Sombrero.
Ah,
And
you fucking
at
technicality
times,
bullshit.
you may hear Raymond James Stadium referred to as
I would have gave it to him.
New Sombrero. All right, last question, and I really have no idea. Just to give everybody a hint, there's one sitting behind me on the wall, right by the Kiss picture. You can see it there. It was given to me by the chef of Outback. You know, no hint or anything. Eat it or play it. What do you do if somebody gives you a didgeridoo?
Play it, Sam. Play it.
Play it.
Eddie C, it's up to your call, man.
Someone give it to Kalen. He barked it out.
He barked it out, and Sam's name is Sam. But I think Sam still has enough points to be the winner of
He
tonight's
won by a point.
softball
4-3.
trivia. And which means, Sam, you will have your name entered into a drawing where you may be selected to be chosen the winner of a prize that may or may not be selected at a later date. Hey, guys, as always, I appreciate everybody coming in. You guys are rock stars. I love that we got 3 fucking barbecuers in the room. Until next time, everybody, we'll see you on VooDoo Chef Podcast.
And there you have it, Booties, another episode of the VooDoo Chef Podcast. Let's give a big shout out to everyone involved with VooDoo Chef and all things VooDoo, starting with Woostoff Knives, the official knife of the VooDoo Chef. And jamming up and down the streets of all Ybor City and Tampa Bay, Ragged Old Souls. Thanks for letting me jam with you guys. And when those amps are cranking, the turntables are definitely spinning thanks to the official DJ of the VooDoo Chef, DJ Don Pablo. Check him out spinning all across town, most importantly, at all VooDoo Chef events. Speaking of events, getting ready for yours? Check out VooDoo Chef Catering, custom created events for every shape and size. Log on to VooDooChefCatering.com to get your information today. A great big shout out to all my Voodies that are in the VooDoo crew. Thank you for your support. And of course, we could not do what we do in the crew without all of our crew sponsors. First Watch, Chef Shane Shibley, thank you for believing in our mission. And of course, we can't forget VooDoo Mortgage, For all your mortgage needs, check them out at VooDooMortgage.com. Alessi Bakery, a Tampa staple. Drop in and check them out today. And our newest sponsor, Twisted South Food Truck. Chef Adam Jessup, thank you for what you do. And of course, all things VooDoo are in support of the VooDoo Chef Foundation, providing culinary scholarship and feeding those in need. To find out more information or make a donation yourself, log on to VooDooChefFoundation.com today.